We're going to be looking at the sum of the interior angles today. I can develop and use a formula for sum of interior angles of polygons by decomposing them into triangles, and I can determine the missing angle measured in a triangle using the fact that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180. This was our standard from yesterday that we're working on with today's. So I want you to do your notebook just like this. Here's your red line down. I want you to write number of sides, polygons, number of triangles, because we're going to cut them up, and tomorrow we're going to look at the sum of the interior angles. So let's go through. First of all, I want you to number, because in order to be a polygon, actually I want you to turn to the next page. Skip a couple lines down and let's get exactly what a polygon is first. A polygon is a closed, straight-sided figure that does not cross. A regular polygon, all the sides are the same length, or all the sides are congruent. In an irregular polygon, they would have all different looking sides. So we need to go back. A polygon is a closed, straight-sided figure. So in order to be a polygon and be closed, you'd have to have at least 3 sides. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go as far as that today. So let's go and go through them. A 3-sided figure would be called a triangle. A 4-sided figure, a lot of people would say a square, a rectangle, or parallelogram. They're all called quadrilaterals. 5-sided is a pentagon. 6-sided is a hexagon. 7 is a heptagon. 8 is an octagon. 9 is a nonagon. And 10 is a decagon. So let's make sure you have those. Now I want you to log into IXL, and for the next 3 minutes I want you to do CC1, which is going through all and just helping you remember all your different kinds of polygons. Use your notebook to help you. All right, polygons can be cut into triangles to find their total angle measurements. So we're going to cut some triangles today. What I want you to get in your notebook is this idea of the sum of the interior angle. Sum means to add, so if I add, interior means inside. And if you remember from yesterday, the inside of all triangles is 180 degrees. So we're going to use what we know. So if you didn't, please print this out and let's take a look. Now, you could start cutting this first shape and end up with maybe from here to you, oops, that's not going to give us a triangle. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Maybe you start cutting like this and say, well, here's a triangle, there's a triangle, and you could do it that way. Some people might cut their triangles, maybe more like, here's a triangle, there's one. I could cut one and make one there, then there's one there. So everyone's going to cut it a little different, so we have to have a pattern. How you cut your triangles is always start from one vertex. So I'm going to start from this. I'm going to make a dot there. Now if I go to this next vertex, I don't have a triangle, but if I go to this one, I do. If I go to this one, I do, and this one I do. There's another one, none of here, so I'm none. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles. And I know each of these triangles is 180 degrees, so I can take 5 times 180, and I will get 900 degrees. So again, what that's saying is this angle here, plus this angle in there, plus this angle here, plus this one here, plus this one, plus this one, plus the angle we started on. All those red angles would add up to 900 degrees. Triangles are already there. We know it's 180 degrees. So let's cut this one. If I go from here to here, if I start here, that isn't a triangle, but that is. That's not, so I'm done. So I have 2. 2 times 180 degrees is 360 degrees. So I want you to go and continue cutting up and finding out how many are in each one. Remember, only going from one vertex in that shape. So I'm going to help you with this one. You would have, whoa, There's a triangle, there's a triangle, there's a triangle, there's one, there's one, there's one, and there's one. So it'd give me 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 180 would give me 180 times 8. Give me zeros, 464. Yep, it's 1440. I was multiplying wrong. Knew something didn't sound right. So it'd give me 1040 degrees. So finish out the sheet. Now, we are going to use this to find the sum. So you on the back side of the sheet, we need to first find the number of sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 sides. Now we need to find out how many triangles that cuts into. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't go there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 triangles times 180, and this is how I want to see your work so you can use a calculator. If you didn't have a calculator, you'd be doing what I'm doing right now. Is 10, so I have 1080 degrees. So you need to count up your sides and count up your angles. I'm going to use this information tomorrow to help fill in the rest of our chart.